Sage 5 and Rex 121. Again, this knife and this steel continues to fascinate me. The hardest knife steel in production on planet Earth, coming in at a whopping passing 70 Rockwell. Today, we're gonna find out if this thing's more than numbers. What we've got here is a carbide cocktail of tungsten, cobalt, and vanadium. And right here, I've got glass. Most knife steels wouldn't even be able to scratch glass. Today, we're gonna be doing a sharpening sandwich. We're gonna make this thing hair shaving sharp. We're gonna cut glass. And my client, also my friend, he's gonna get a cool little memento at the end. All right, let's grind. While I edit my videos, I'm always sitting here thinking, what are you thinking? As you watch this video, what's gonna be going through your head? And I'm not stupid, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. Why the heck would you make a video of a knife cutting glass? That's just stupid. And you're not wrong. This is not practical at all. You're never gonna go cut a glass bottle with a knife. And if you are, you need to hit me up and tell me why, because I'm very interested to know the story behind that situation. But if you followed my video for at least 5 minutes, you already know I just like to explore things. I like to understand, what the different extremes are. And here we have the world's hardest knife. I want to know what this thing's capable of. I mean, Rex 121, this is like the final boss of knives right here. 70 plus hardness, absolutely insane. What is this thing capable of? I've sharpened. This is the third one I've sharpened. And not all Rex 121 owners use their knives for different reasons. And I think people are hesitant because they're worried about it being brittle. And the owner of this knife, he's a good friend. I met him through YouTube. And I basically told him, I'm like, hey, let's put this thing to the test. Let's find out if this is God steel, right? And if I destroy it, I'll buy you a new one. And here we are, I'm putting my reputation on the line. One of my customers' favorite knives. And guess what? We're about to cut glass with it. And let's be real here. Let's be real about the physics. At 70 Rockwell, Rex 121 doesn't have a lot of give. Most steels are like a rubber band. They're gonna flex before they fail. This blade, it's like a dry cracker. The risk isn't just a dull edge. The risk is catastrophic. If I twist the blade too much, even a fraction of a millimeter while it's under load, it could chip. I'm straight up gambling $350 right now. Make a wish. It's gonna run through a series of real world cut tests. This is 25 degrees per side. Little snag there. Well, paper cut test didn't go so hot. Do we have other paper? Yeah. So it cuts through college drool paper really well right now. Okay. So there we go. We got the hair shaving test. We got the cardboard cut test and college ruled notebook paper because the U-line, I must have a little chip somewhere in there or a little bit of burr. But we can see from the belly to the tip, we're good. I just want to create a baseline. So after we cut the glass that we have some comparisons. Well, and then that time it cuts just fine. Yeah. There's a technique to cutting paper, of course. So I may have just failed on those first couple times because I was holding it at the wrong angle. All right, time for some fun. Let's cut some glass with a knife. How cool is that? I really should have placed my microphone closer to the action here. Unfortunately, the cutting audio just didn't come through, but let me tell you, that first scratch, I mean, $350 worth of knife, getting pushed to the limit, knowing that this could be a really bad day. This knife could have an end of life event. Ooh, boy, this was one of those pucker moments for me. I did a little research on actual glass cutting tools before I dove into this. And they use an edge of 135 degrees, tungsten carbide. It's built like a little tank, right? And here we are with the high performance geometry of the Spyderco Sage 5 with an inclusive edge of inclusive of 50, 25 degrees per side. I'm forcing a micro apex to plow through a block of silica here. If this were, S30V or even MagnaCut, oh, the edge would have rolled immediately, just like a wet noodle. But this Rex, look at this. It's just plowing that field of silica. Isn't that cool? Well, shoot, the garage quesadilla maker grill here's not good for boiling water. I've been at this for at least a half hour. But we're going to go ahead and give this a rip. We can go ahead and start heating that up and go grab our ice water. Well, no joke. The second I turned the camera off, it almost jumped out of here somehow. I don't know what that was about. Let's go ahead and just give this a go. Well, I got a fracture, but it's not as clean as I was hoping for. They make it look so easy in the videos. Maybe I had to cut deeper, I don't know. Oh, there it went. Look at that. Well, kinda. Still got half of it seemed to be scored good, the other half not so good. Oh, it's actually not as sharp as I was expecting it to be. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh no. Well, that one broke better, but unfortunately it's not going to make a good glass because it cracked down. The crack went down. Bummer. But this side was pretty good except for that piece. Well, yep, it's official. I have no future in cup making. We're doing a giveaway of a brand new KSAG 5 angle guide for your 1x30 belt grinder. Stick around for the end on how to enter. Before we do, let's take a look at how this edge held up. I can see the edge rolled in several spots, and those spots are where you can see the profile of the blade. I didn't grind the whole length of the blade, but the spots that didn't make contact as I moved across that bottle, they're folded. Let's see, I've got some hair over here, I think. There it is. Oh yeah, there's, I mean, potentially the spots that didn't, still shaven, probably in between those spots. Make a wish. Let's see, cardboard. Well, I feel a little bit of resistance there. That one felt good. Well, probably help if I had a proper piece of cardboard left. Let's try paper. Little snag there. Yep, you can see the edge certainly folded. There are some good spots, but plenty of bad spots. And last but not least, the U-line. Yeah, that's a good representation right there of what we're dealing with. Sharp, folded edge, sharp, folded edge. Long as you're not cutting glass with your knife, this stuff works. Very, very hard still. It's sharp. I wouldn't mess around with it even with a folded edge. So that profile's pretty skinny down there. Let's talk about this giveaway real quick. How to enter to win, very easy, no money required. Down in the comment section below, what's the hardest knife steel or the most challenging knife you've ever sharpened? I want to hear from you. I'll post mine down there. Number 2, in the pinned comment or description, there'll be a link to the Sharpeners Discord. Join the Sharpeners Discord. Go say what's up to everybody. And then once you're in Discord, shoot me a direct message. That way we're connected. If you get drawn, I can reach out and say, hey, what's your address? What'd you think of that angle guide that you won? Such a great little tool to have. I've been using it for a couple months now and I absolutely love it. Sage 5 in Rex 121.